What's good, YouTube? Let's get to it.
Are you gonna play with me, or are we gonna get married? Like, the fuck? Like, no, no weirdness. No. Yeah.
And we're weird right now. Is someone fucking you good right now?
Oh my god! Whoa, weird. I'm not happy.
Where's the crack?
Well, that's a wild question. Why that way? Why ask it that way? Whoa.
Because that's what you say in the song, you know what I mean? I love that part.
When did I say that? I said it in the song?
Yeah, don't you remember that song?
I do, but I guess I did say that. I did say that.
Even already, guys, kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining me once again. Wow, interesting right there, you know. I mean, so guys, some context about the whole issue. So Mac G, South African podcaster, you know, he had an interview with Ari Lennox, and Ari Lennox is a R&B star in the US. She is with Dreamville Records. That's J. Cole's production label. So pretty much Mac G had this interview again, not again, excuse me. Mac G had an interview with Ari Lennox, and as you saw in the video before, he proceeded to ask her a very, you know, sexually based question. You understand what I'm saying? So obviously she proceeded to be uncomfortable. All right, and I mean, later on she turned around a couple of hours later and went to Twitter and took offense to the whole interview and how it was asked as well. And it wrote to say this: I'm just like, why was I alone on the call full of people? Why didn't anyone intervene? And why wasn't part of the interview destroyed like the team promised? Why did it happen to begin with? I just feel slow and ambushed and blindsided. You know, and this is the thing, guys. I think when I'm not a celebrity, I'm not anyone famous, but obviously I am an adult and there's common sense. She's an artist, and if you listen to her lyrics, I've heard quite a few tracks from Ari Lennox. You know what I mean? And look, she does have a few bangers, right? And I'm not gonna lie, she's got a few bangers. I'm willing to compartmentalize her art and her as a person. However, when you look at that type of music that she brings out, it is sexual. It is sexual. So my thing is that if you have a sexual music with sexual connotations behind it and there's a message behind it, why feel uncomfortable to answer a question which is sexual? You understand what I'm saying? Like for me, like guys, I don't really touch on celebrity junk, but this is celebrity junk that I had to. I couldn't help it but comment and react to this right here, because it actually really speaks volumes, because this is the world we live in, where people behave a certain way, people will act a certain way based on their practices, which is fairly seen by the public, but then when you're asked about it, you're offended. How does that make sense? And I can guarantee, and there's things right there where individuals will use words like misogyny. She went on her tweets and continued to say, oh no, misogynistic behavior. Women were calling you out. Women who responded to your tweet were women. How is it misogyny if women are actually responding to your tweets? She carried on about not coming to South Africa. South Africans were like, it's all good. You know what? Stay where you are, right? You know what I mean? We don't know you anyway. I mean, so, I mean, look, there's only a very, very, light percentage, let me say small, a light percentage of Ari Lennox fans out here in the South African streets. But anyway, I mean, but here's the thing, guys, based on her behavior and her reaction, this is not the first time. I mean, she was in Amsterdam not so long ago, where she was, she claimed that she was profiled. And, you know, she acted out, she did, you know, and she was drunk, of course. And then she went onto the Twitter streets and continued to talk about people from Netherlands and saying she's not going to visit Netherlands. How could this happen to me? Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, that's besides the point. My thing is that what you do and how you convey yourself out there. And they said on Twitter, rebrand yourself, sis. If that's what the deal is, if you're not happy about how people ask you questions on interviews, rebrand yourself. Give yourself a new direction, which I truly believe. However, here's another nice piece that I gotta give to you right here. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I hate this stigma that people put on sex, and it's not nasty. It's why we're here. Like, be grateful, weirdos that find sex this weird freaking bad thing. It's a beautiful thing, and it's just like, I'm a nasty girl. Like, I don't mind. Like, you know, I have fun, and it's fun, and ain't nothing wrong with that. A beautifully nasty girl. Like, it is what it is.
See what I'm talking about? Like, you have a gazillion interviews, you have all these interviews, and literally, this is what happens. This is what you get right here. You heard what she said. She said, no, sex should be a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. Whether you're nasty about it or you're nice, sex is a thing. There we go. But why feel offended about being asked a question about sex? That's the thing. Why be uncomfortable? I'm not saying she shouldn't, but why feel that it's something that you are not comfortable to speak about, but it's something that you portray on your music. Let's make it make sense, guys. But this is the world we live in. We're not allowed to ask now. It's like we're in a point where we're not allowed to ask questions, certain things. But anyway, guys, do you feel in a nutshell that Ari Lennox being extra in terms of a response? Do you feel that she was justifiable? Look, in certain instances, maybe it said she was uncomfortable. Like I said, she has every right to feel uncomfortable. But take a look back and kind of understand where the interviewer is coming from. He's going about and that's the thing about the YouTube space, is that most YouTubers who interview these people of high influence go on the basis of what is portrayed based on that person they're interviewing. So, of course, and we all know Mac G's unfiltered right here. You know what I mean? And Mac G's known to be an unfiltered chap. So, I think that's something that she was not prepared for. I think that's something us as South Africans kind of do understand and do realize when it comes to the Mac G podcast and all the content and all the interviews who come through to his show. I think that's one thing that, you know, if you're gonna have an interview with him, be prepared. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to touch on. If you like the video, kindly like and subscribe again. Thank you for joining me. That's all I'm gonna touch about on this celebrity news right here. I don't usually go into celebrity news, but I think it was just a topic that really made me laugh and kind of baffled me in this situation. But yeah, anyway, guys, without further ado, guys, take care of yourself. Have a great day. Peace out.